starts. Okay, how would you do each of these?
Would you convert the denominators to 100 and you do the same to what you do to the top?
Mm-hmm.
So the first one would be 10%.
Yeah. Next one.
Uh,
And some of them you might know already.
yeah. B is 75%, I think.
Yeah.
And I think A is 25%.
Mm-hmm.
Is the next one 20%?
Yeah.
And 30%.
Yeah. How about these? This is working in reverse.
In reverse, okay. So it'd be if you wanted to write as a fraction, it'd be 3 out of 100. Then when you simplify it.
And it can't get simpler than that.
Oh, okay. Then the next one would be 19 over 100. I'm just trying to figure out if you can simplify that.
Nope.
Oh, you can't. Oh, and 23 over 100.
Yeah, that's fine. And then these ones you can simplify.
Okay. Over 100. Would be 26 over 50 for the next one.
Yeah. Let's say the last one, 45%.
Okay. Would it be 9 over 20?
Yeah, that's it. Decimal to percentage.
Okay. Would you just times them by 100?
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be 23%, 85%,
and so on.
So on. Yeah.
How about this?
Would that be 70%?
Yeah.
And 80%. Yeah.
Working in reverse.
So that's just dividing by 100, so it'd be 0.76, 0.92.
How about this one? Next one.
0.09.
Yeah, and the one after
that? 0.6.
Yeah, and so that's the same as 0.60.
Yeah.
So these are calculator questions. How would you do first one?
What, work out 28%?
So part A, 45% of 800.
So would you would you convert 45% into a decimal?
Yeah.
So that'd be 0.45 times 800.
Yeah.
And whatever that is.
Do you have a calculator?
No, I have a small one, but not the one that I usually use.
Okay, so 360. And those other ones will be exactly the same.
Yeah.
Percentage increase. So this is non-calculator. How would you do the one on the left?
The one on the left. Okay. By 17%. Would you would it still be converting 17 to a decimal?
So that would be like 0.175. What would you do at that point then?
Then would you times it by 420?
So yeah, the difficulty there is that's tricky. The way I would do it is 100% is 420. What would be 10%?
42.
What would be 5%?
26.
What would be 2.5%?
Would it be 13 and 0.5?
So £13.50 because this is money. And then what do you get if you add 10, 5 and 2.5?
17%, so that'd be 68. 81.50.
So that's 81.50. I think it's more than that, isn't it?
Hold on. 42, 26. I got 81.5, put 150.
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking of something else. Okay, so that's 81.50, and what if you? So they wanted it as an increase. So what would you do there?
Would you times those two together, 81 and 0.75, 175?
No. So basically, we found 17.5%.
Okay.
So the ring is 420 plus 17.5%. We said 17.5% is £81.50.
Oh, so would you take it away from 420? Or add it.
Yeah.
That would be 501.5, 50.
£501.50. And you know how that was 17.5%? Basically, you added on 100%. So that's 117.5%. Maybe I'll just write that as 117.5%. 5%. So that's the non-calculator way of doing this question. Maybe. Okay. Any questions about that?
No. I'm not sure if my screen is frozen. Oh no, it hasn't. Never mind.
How would you do the one on the right?
Would you just do the same? So the 100% is 64,
Mm-hmm.
and then 10% is 6.4.
Mm-hmm.
Then 5% is hold on. Is it 1.28?
No. Half of 6, half of 40.
320.
Yeah. And then what's next?
Then 2.5, which is £1.80.
Close.
£1.60.
Yeah. And so the way what we did in the other way was we added those three and then we added it to the original. But if you think about it, if it's the original plus 17.5% and the original is 100%, then it's basically just 117.5%. So those four things you can just add in one go.
Okay. So you just add 10%, 5%, and 2.5.
And so you also add the first one as well in one go.
Okay, so that'd be 70/40, 73/60, 74/20.
So that's 20. I think you have to carry the one, is that right? Hang on. So add right to left. 0, 12, carry the 1, 10, 14, 15, 75. Yeah, any questions there?
No.
Okay, and what that shows you is if you have to do an increase, if I had to do an increase in my calculator, what would be 117.5% as a decimal?
Would that be 1.17?
So that'd be 17%, 17.5%.
Sorry, say that again.
So it should be 17.5%. How do you put that in?
1.175.
Yes. So you do 1.175, let's say times 64, and we get £75.20. Or
Okay.
if I do the other one, 420, we get £493.50. Well, something went wrong there with the adding up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold on, where did we go wrong? 420, 10% is 42. Half of 42 is not 26. What's half of 42?
42. That's what? It's 21.
Yeah. And then half of that?
10.5.
Yeah. And so let's add all those 4 together. What you get?
You get 4. Oh, hold on.
So you add from this side.
Okay, so it'd be 0, 5, 3, 6, 9, and then 4.
That's it. And that's what we got. 493.50. So if you have to do a percentage increase, you can just times it by 117.5%.
Okay.
This one comes up quite commonly. So these are non-calculator. That's why we did it non-calc. But you can see here 17.5, 17.5, 17.5. So it's like it's a common type of exam question. How would we do this one over here?
So would you add 100 onto 4 to get 104%, and then divide that by 100, which is 1.04.
Okay.
Then you would times that by 24,000.
And so that would be the calculator way. How about non-calc?
So would you work out 100%? Oh, yours is, sorry, 100%, and then maybe 20%. So that's
I'd say maybe 1%.
1%. Oh, okay. So that'd be 24.
You're taking off 2 zeros?
Oh, 240.
Yeah. And then how would you get 4%?
You times it by 4.
Yeah. What is that times 4?
960.
There you go. He got an increase in his salary of 4%. What's his new salary?
It'd be 24,960.
Yes.
Yeah.
Any questions there?
No.
Okay. That's okay. Percentage decrease. So this is non-calc. How would you do this?
So would you? So 100% is 3680.
Mm-hmm.
So would you find out what? Could you me find 1% maybe?
So I think it might be easier to find 10%.
Okay. So that would be 368
And could you then find 20%?
times by 2.
And what do you get?
7.36.
6. And what's next?
Would you take that away from 3680?
Yeah.
And that is £29.44.
£29.44p. What if this was calculator? How would you do it?
Would you take 20% away from 100% to get 80, and then would you divide that by 100, the 80, and then times that by the original price?
Yeah. And so what is it as a decimal?
Sorry, say that again.
So the original price was 36.80, and what are you multiplying that by? He said 80 divided by 100.
80 divided by 100, so that'd be 0.08.
That would be 80 divided by 1,000.
Oh, 0.8. Sorry.
Yeah. So put that in your calculator. See if you get 29.44.
Basic 80 times 0. Yeah, I got £29.44.
That's it. And so that's the calculator way and the non-calculator way. So this one was non-calculator.
Okay, I'm just gonna quickly write that down.
Okay. So we use these little tricks for the non-calc, 10%, 5%, 20%. And
Yeah.
then with the calculator, you don't need to do that.
Okay. Are these quite common on papers?
So these are past exam questions. So, and you can see kind of how frequently they come up.
Okay. Should I copy down both non-calculator and calculator?
I think you get the idea for calculator.
Okay. Yeah, I've finished the non-calculator copying.
Okay, and I'll send you the notes as well. Any idea how you do these?
Are we doing the first one? 536.
Yeah.
So. I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure.
What would it be as a fraction?
Oh, would it be 36 out of 50?
Yeah. How could you go about putting that into a percentage?
Would you try and get the denominator to 100, so it's timesing by 2, so that'd be 72%.
That's it. So that is 72%. And then how about the other one?
So it'd be would it be 176 out of 800?
Mm-hmm.
So would you try and get that to 100 or the nearest 10?
Yeah, 100.
Okay, so you would divide by 8.
Yeah.
So 176 divided by 8 is 22%.
Okay. Any questions there?
No.
Okay. These ones calculator questions.
So would it be I'm not hold on. I'm not sure how to work this one out.
So same as the previous one. First write it as a fraction.
Okay, so 60 out of 96.
And then any idea how you go about getting that as a fraction over 100?
Would you go down then go back up?
Yeah.
So what's 96 a multiple of?
No, calculator. How would you? What is something that will always work?
2.
So that okay, but then you'd have to go back up to 100 some way. What
I'm not sure.
What I would say is get it as 1, and then you can just times by 100. So what would you have to do to get it as 1?
You divide by 96.
Yeah, and then what would you do to get it to be 100?
Times by 100.
Yeah. And so what are you doing on the top?
So you're dividing that by 96 as well.
Yeah.
Which is 0.625.
Okay.
And then you're timesing that by 100.
Yeah.
To get 62.5%.
That's it. And the one on the right.
Okay, so that'd be 35 out of 56, sorry.
And then this one here is A. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so 35 out of 56. So you get that to 1, so you're dividing by 56 each side and then timesing it by 100.
Mm-hmm.
So 35 divided by 56 is 0.625 as well. And then times that by 100, 62.5%.
Okay, and you find that quite often actually with exam questions, so it's the same. Okay, any questions there?
No.
5%. Okay. Okay, how would you do the one on the left?
On the left, so the doctor has 12,000 patients. So would you write those two numbers into a fraction?
Well, that would be male. They want female.
Okay. I'm not sure.
Well, there's 4,560 male.
Sorry, say that again.
So there's 4,560 male.
Yeah.
There's 12,000 in total.
Okay.
How could you get number of female?
Could you just take away
Yeah.
12,000 from 450? That from the other number.
Yeah.
4,560, and that is 7,440.
Okay. What's next?
Would you write that as a fraction, like 7,440 out of 12,000?
Yeah.
So you would want to get that down to 1. So you would be dividing by 12,000.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be 7. So it'd be 62%.
Okay.
Well, first off, the
No, that's
decimal is 0.62.
right. Yeah, 62%. And the next one.
40% of the 5. I guess what class is. So there's 56 guests in total. Would you do the same as the first question? So that'd be 56 take away 35.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
40% of the 35.
Where class is a fraction of 5. So would it be 35 out of 56?
No.
Fraction.
40% of the 35.
Oh, so you work out that. Would you work out that fraction? Sorry, not fraction. Percentage. So would you do 0.4 times 35?
Yeah.
And that is 14.
Okay.
So that then you do 14 over 56.
And then answer in its simplest form.
Would it be 2 over 6?
Can you get simpler?
1 over 3.
Let's see. So you divide the top and bottom by 2. You get 7 over 28. It's not 1 over 3.
No. Would it be 1 over 4?
Yes, that's it. So the number of male guests who wear glasses over 56. Yeah, so it's male guests who wear glasses over 56. The 35 over 56 would just be male guests.
Okay.
Yeah, so you had to find the 40% of the 35 first and then put that on top. Any questions there?
No.
Okay. So worded questions. This one. Maybe I will do this a different way. No, let's do it. Okay. How do we do this?
Would you find out the total of all computers sold in both years?
No.
I'm not sure.
What would be the increase instead of percentage increase? What would be the fraction increase?
I'm not sure.
What would be the absolute increase? How many extra computers did they sell?
They sold 88.
Okay, so they sold an extra 88 as a fraction.
Would that be 88 over 100?
Nope. Out of the original number of computers.
620.
And so it's 88 out of 620, and then you have to make that a percentage.
So would you get that back down to 1%? The denominator over 1.
Yeah.
So that'd be 88 divided by 620, and then times that by 100. No, times that by 100, and that's 14.2% if you round it up by a decimal point.
Yeah, 14.2%, 14.2%. Okay, how about the one on the right?
So the increase is hold on, 451 take away 376. So the increase is 75 out of 376. So you would get that back down to 1, so that'd be dividing by 376. And then that by 100. Oh, I've done it wrong. 75 divided by 376 and times that by 100. 19.94. Oh, is it? Does it want it to be round?
One decimal place, right?
Oh, so 19.9.
That's it. And the last one.
So the increase is 6 out of 85. And then, so you would divide 6 by 85, and then times that by 100, and that is 7%.
So
oh wait, 7.06.
6%, 19.9, 7.06. Yep. Any questions there?
No.
And it's basically change over original times by 100 is, so this is before we were doing like increase this by a certain percentage. Now they're saying it was increased, work in reverse to get what percentage it was increased by.
Oh, okay.
Compound interest. How would you do the first one?
I'm not sure.
What if it was just increase it by 4% for a calculator question? What would you do?
Would that be 1.04 times 4,500?
Yeah, and so basically that would give you your answer. That would tell you how much they have in the bank. And then what would you, for the first year, how would you get the second year then?
Would you times that by 2?
Nope. You would increase that by 4% again.
Wait, sorry, I'm a bit confused now.
So let's get this one. So 4500 times 1.04 gives us 4680.
Okay.
So it now has 4680. So now year 2, how would you increase that by 1.04?
Would you just times 4,680 by 1.04?
Yeah, so you times that by 1.04 again, and then that would be your answer.
Okay.
There is a quicker way. You see how you just did your first answer times by 1.04?
Yeah.
What you could do is 4500 times 1.04, which gets you year 1, 4680. And
Yeah.
you did 4680 times 1.04, and that is, 4680. And so you just times it by 1.04 twice.
Oh, so it'd be 1.04 squared.
Correct. 4500 times 1.04 squared, and that gives you the same answer.
Okay.
How would you do the next one?
So it'd be 2,000 times 1.05 cubed.
Yeah, what is that? Or do you have cubed on your thing?
I don't have it on this calculator now.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to quickly go run and get the calculator I used.
Okay.
So what's the calculation we're doing?
2000 times 1.05 to the 3.
231.525.
Did you do 10.5 instead of 1.05 or something?
No, I put 1.05.
So, is this what you have?
Hold on. Yeah, but wait. Oh, I did 200.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, 2,315.
Okay. What would you do for the next one?
So that would be 1,540 times 1.04 squared.
That's it. And how would you do the last one?
That would be 6,200 times 1.25 cubed.
That would be the 25% increase.
On is it 1.25? Or so I've always said that, haven't I?
Do 2.5 divided by 100. What do you get?
0.025.
And then add 1 to that.
1.025.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what else?
Cubed.
Yes. Okay, put that in your calculator, see what you get.
The 4 or 9.
Last one.
Okay. 6,676.72.
72, is it?
Yeah.
6,676.72. That was the hardest of them. Let's see what this says. 6,676.72, and then the others were correct. Working out. Yeah. Any questions about that?
No.
Okay, so that's why when we were doing the 17.5% earlier, I was kind of emphasizing that it's 117.5% because you need it for compound interest. Okay, this one, how would you do this?
Which you do 500 times 1.045 to the power of 20.
Yep.
And that would be That would be 1,205.85.
And what percentage is this? What percentage increase is this? I think it says bank account or something.
I'm not sure.
So for this previous ones, so a 4% increase was times 1.04, 5% increase times 1.05, 2.5% increase times 1.025.
Oh, okay.
So this was times 1.045.
So was the increase 4.5?
Yeah, so that's a 4.5% increase. Okay, how would you do this?
So would you work out the international bank? So that would be 2,000 times 1.04 squared.
No, that was just for the first year. And then for the next year?
Would that be just I'm not sure. Is it just timesing it by itself again?
No. 1% increase?
Oh, is it just timesing it by 1?
No.
1.01.
Yes. What would you do for for the other bank?
You do 2,000 times 1.05 times 1.005.
Yeah. You put those in your calculator, and which bank should he invest in? How will you know which bank to invest in?
Okay. Times 1.0. So the international bank is 2,180. 0.8, sorry. And the friendly bank at that is 211 point. Wait. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I did 200 instead of 2,000. 2,110.50.
So which bank should he go with?
International bank.
Yeah. Make more money. He should invest in the friendly bank. Did you go wrong with this? That's 2, 1, 10, 50. That's correct. This one on the right.
2,000 times. Oh yeah, it's 2,100.8.
£100.80. So friendly. Okay. Any questions with that?
No.
How do we do this?
Would you do 4,500 times 1.05?
Yeah.
To see if you actually get the answer of 5,469.78.
Okay.
You get 4,725.
So that's too low.
So would you take away 5,469 by 4,725?
No. Let's say if it was 2 years.
Would you times it by 1.05 again?
Yeah, or just do that squared.
Okay.
Or whichever way you like. Times your answer by 1.
You get 4,961.
61, so still too low. You can try whatever you want.
The next one's timesing by 1.05 again, and that's 5,209. So it's still too low.
Mm-hmm.
And times that again, and you get 5,469.78. So that's 4 years.
So 4 years, that's it. That's the easiest way to do that. Trial improvement.
Yep.
So what is this one?
Sorry, say that again.
So try this one.
So would you do 500 times 1.045?
What is the question? What is the question asking you to find?
The value of R.
Right.
So you want to find the percentage. Would you divide 500 by 1.045?
What percentage is it? Just by looking at it.
4.5%.
That's it. That's all it is. Okay. Any idea about this first one? This time it's depreciation.
Okay, so would you find So would you do 100% take away 35%, and that gives you 65%?
Mm-hmm.
Divide that by 100, which is 0.65, and then times that by 5,460.
Yep.
And that gives you 3,549.
And next one.
So would you do 100% take away 25, which is 75, and
Mm-hmm.
divide that by 100, 0.65, and then times that by 12,000.
0.75, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, sorry, 0.75.
Okay, but this one wanted for 3 years.
So would you put that 0.75 to the power of 3?
Yes.
And that would be 5,062.5.
So that's £50. 3549 and 506250. Where did this go wrong? Let's see. 506250. The value of a car depreciates. Work out the value. Oh, this was in reverse, was it? At the end of 2007, it was this. Oh, okay, that's tricky. So how would you do this first one? They actually gave us the... I didn't realize when I made it. I put it in the wrong section, but anyway. We had to work in reverse for this one. So they gave us the end result, and we had to work in reverse to get what it used to be.
So would you do 5,460 times just 0.35 or 1.035?
What do you get if you do that?
You get 7,371.
What was it? 7,000?
371.
So you know how the way we did it was we times it by 0.65.
Yeah.
What is the opposite of times 0.65?
Divide.
So try that divided by 0.65. What do you get?
Uh, 3,549.
Did you do times 0.65?
No. Oh, yeah, I did. Sorry. 8,400.
8,400. So one of these is correct. They can't both be correct. It seems like it should be the same thing. A 35% increase, and then like working in reverse, so dividing by that. This way you'll always get a smaller number, and it's because if you decrease something by 35%, and then you say, okay, I'll increase that by 35%. The problem is 35% of the first thing is more than 35% of the second thing.
Okay.
Because now it's smaller, and so it's this is the correct way. So to decrease by 65% times by 0.65, to work in reverse, you divide by 0.65.
Okay.
And so that's 8,400. I think I just put that in the wrong section. I thought it was as well.
That's fun.
It just looked like it. Okay, how will we do this?
Each year it distributed by 9%. Would you do would you put it as a fraction, 9%, 9 over 47?
Well, it depreciates.
Oh, so I don't know then.
If it depreciates by 9%, and it starts at 100%, then what percent will it be?
It'd be 0.91.
Yeah. Okay. So 0.91, and we have to say how many years it would take to get to be 0.47. So how would you do that?
Would you keep timesing it by itself?
Yeah. And so how many times would you have to do that?
A few more times. Oh, so I think it might be 0.95 to the power of 5.
So it seems like
I've definitely gone past it.
0.915, and so that is 5 years.
Yep.
Oh no, to the
Oh,
8.
wait.
Oh, you didn't go past it. So,
Wait, 0. So, what's going on with my code? 1, to the power of 6, 7. Yep, it's 0.9591 to the power of 8.
okay, so that's 8 years.
So
And you get 0.47025, was it?
yeah.
And if you go to the 9, 0, so it's like 42, 43% for this one. So yeah, you can see it's gone down. Okay, so that was like 1 times 0 point whatever, you know, 1 times 0.91 to the n. Any questions about that?
No.
Okay, so that's tricky stuff. Okay, how do we do this?
So would you take away 100% by 20, so that'd be 80%.
Yeah.
Divide that by 100 is 0.8.
Yeah.
And then times that by 220.
No. This is reverse. So the sale price is 220. What was the original price? So it was taken 20% off.
So would you... I would say divide, but I don't know.
Yeah. So it's basically the original amount times by 0.8 gives you 220.
Okay.
And
so would it be 220 divided by 0.8?
Yeah.
£275.
£275. There we go. And that's why that one that we did a minute ago, remember it was divided by 0.65.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was in the wrong section. I need to move that. Okay, how about this one down here? Next one.
So you would find out what you would take 100 from 15, 50 from 100. Sorry, so that'd be 85. So 0.85, and then you would divide that by 102.
That's it.
And that is 0.0083.
Oops, 0.083. No, that looks crazy.
Yeah. Would you? I think you might have to times it.
No.
No.
So it's reduced by 15%. Just put in a calculator. 102 divided by 0.85.
120.
There you go. I don't know.
I don't know what went on there.
Okay, 120, 275. These are very similar. Yeah. Let's just try. Let's just do the very last one. I think that's the hardest.
Okay. So, would you do 0.8 times 32?
No. So he got 32 correct. If you did 38 times 0.8, you get a smaller number.
So would it be divide? So 0.8 divide by 32.
Other way around.
32 divide by 0.8.
Yeah.
$40.
Well done. 40. And I think that was the hardest of those. Or did I speak too soon? Yes. Wow, it's this one.
Okay. So would that be 100 take away 4? So that'd be 96.
Mm-hmm.
Put it to a decimal 0.96.
Mm-hmm.
Because it said increase, do you have to times it or do you have to divide it? Oh,
Well,
before increase, so it'd be divide.
yeah.
So 1, 2, 1. Oh my god, turned off. And that would be 126.60.
60. Ooh. Oh, is this the... No, hold on. The price of all rail season tickets to London increased by 4%. The price of a rail season ticket increased by that much amount of money. Oh, that was the actual increase. Oh, hang on. So basically 4% equals £121.60. We have to find 100%.
So would you times that by 25?
Yeah.
And that equals 3,040.
That's a lot of money for a train ticket.
Yeah.
How about this one?
So would you you need to find 100%, so that'd be 4 times 25 and 2,828 by 25.
No. So read the question. What is it asking you?
Increased by 4% from Brighton to London was the price of the rail season from Brighton to London was 2,880. So would that be have you got decrease it so to find the original price?
Yeah.
So would that be 0.96 times or divide?
This was so you're working in reverse, so will it be times or divide?
Divide.
And this was an increase of 4%.
1.04.
Yes.
So 1.04 divide by 2828 point 2,720.
$2,720. That's it. So that's like a mix of all percentages, and basically, you know, percentages is a pretty huge topic.
Yeah.
Let's just go back. So we did those. Just put it as a fraction over 100. You're good for that. Same. Working in reverse. Percent means out of 100. Put it as a fraction over 100. What would you get for this one here? 35.
So would you do 35 out of 100?
Yeah.
And then you would simplify it, and would that be 7 over 20?
Yeah. What would be the last one here?
38%.
8. This one?
80%.
Last one?
0.7.
Last one here with your calculator.
So that would be 0.36 times 4,500. That's 1,620.
And it's pound.
Pound, yeah.
620. How would you do this CD player one?
So you would find the 100% is 50.
Hold on, let's do the one on the right.
So the 100% is 240.
That's, yeah.
So you would find 10%, which is 24.
Yeah.
5%, which is 12.
Yeah.
And then 2.5, which is 5.5.
Half of 12?
Oh, half 12. 6.
Yeah, because 2.5 is half of 5.
Yeah.
And what would you do then?
You would add all the numbers together, so it'd be 200, 270.
Always add right to left.
Oh, right to left, so it'd be 10, 12 carry over. So 2, 6, 7, 8, 2.
Yes, I don't know how he started doing left to right. 2. There you go. 282. Those ones are similar. How would you do? No. So that's okay. Yeah. See, we did so many though. How would you do the last one down here?
So you would do so you need to find the original, and you've been given the 20% decrease. So you would do 5,200 divide by 0.2.
How would you get, if you knew the total, how would you get a 20% decrease?
Would you, so if it's 100% and you want to get down to 20? Oh, did you say decrease? Sorry.
Yeah.
So it'd be 0.8.
And so to work in reverse?
So it'd be 5,200 divided by 0.8.
Yeah.
And that is 6,500.
6,500. And let's take the middle one.
Okay. So would it be 242? Would it 242 divided by 0.88?
Yeah.
And then 275.
275. That's it. And I believe that's it. Yeah, so that's a good kind of mix of everything with percentages. How was that for you, Noah?
Yeah, it was good.
Is there anything in particular you want to do next time?
No, not really. I'll see if I can try and find something for next week.
Okay, or I can always pick if you're not sure.
Yeah.
Any questions for me in general?
No, not really. But thank you. Thank you.
Well done. No, you did great. I look forward to chatting again.